So I'll start by telling you a little bit about myself. Like Libby said, my name is Schroer, and I'm a licensed clinical social worker. And so I currently work in mental health. But when the incident happened, it was actually a couple of years ago, and I had just kind of gotten my first grown-up job as an elementary school teacher at the time, which meant that my insurance changed and that my doctor also had to change. So the go-to medicine that I had been taking, Allegra, which was my allergy medicine, was no longer going to be covered by my new insurance. And my new doctor had said, oh, don't worry about it. You should use CanadaPharmacy.com. I send a ton of people there. It's great. All you need is a prescription from me, and it's no big deal. I mean, a lot of patients have a lot of luck. So here's the prescription, and just go use that site. So I did what my doctor told me to do. I'm 20-something years old, and I trusted my healthcare professional and went ahead and logged on to CanadaPharmacy.com and ordered my Allegra, my allergy medicine. Since I had just started this new teaching job, initially I started to get some side effects, but I didn't know they were side effects because I thought, well, maybe I'm just really stressed with work and I'm starting a new position and maybe it's just this. But as the weeks went on and even the months went on, I had tons of different diagnostic tests done. I was seeing specialists in the Denver area. I had headaches all the time. I had stomach pains and got diagnosed with IBS, which actually then put me on medication. I was having back pains. I felt foggy. I just couldn't seem to hold on to a thought in my head. Overall, just really my health was declining, and I could not pinpoint what it could be. Part of the challenge for that was because I had been taking Allegra for years. Right? So how could I be taking Allegra and still be taking Allegra? It's the only medication I was taking, and suddenly all these symptoms came up. So that's why the doctors kept running all these diagnostic tests. I had a colonoscopy in my 20s, trying to figure out what was going on. And because it couldn't be medicine when I was already taking that medicine. So after months of this, going on about 6 months, finally, the doctors looked at me and said, we don't know what to tell you. We're coming up blank, which was concerning on another front, thinking, could this be something worse? What other illnesses are we starting to look at here? And around the same time, Christmas was just around the corner, and Libby was actually coming home for Christmas to Colorado. And she came home and was casually talking about work and said something, and I said, oh, that reminds me. I need to order my medicine online. And if looks could kill, right? I mean, she does this for a living, and she said, don't you know what I do? And I said, no, you do health care something, I'm not sure. And obviously that wasn't my field. And so as she said that, she spoke up and started to say, like, Allie, I am vehemently against you using online medications. You don't know what you're taking. And I said, yes, I do. My doctor sent me there. I had a prescription. You don't seem to get it. Like, it's just, that's you. And she said, no, you don't seem to get it. And so she was able to use her resources and kind of her database and the things that she had access to that many people don't, and looked into and said, not only is this site rogue, this Canadian site is also probably harmful. So you need to stop taking the medicine immediately. So I did stop taking the medication. And within almost overnight, honestly, my headaches went away. Within about a week or two, all of my symptoms went away. I stopped taking the IBS medicine, my backaches went away, there was clarity again when I was thinking. I was really back to myself. And I could not even fathom that this had happened. So I went and called my new primary care physician who had recommended that I go there, and left 2 messages with his office, didn't get a call back, went ahead and made an appointment, paid the copay, went in, sat down with him and explained, bringing the research and the literature, explaining, do you not know where you sent me? You sent me to this, rogue Canadian site, and it made me really sick. And to say that he was dismissive would be an understatement. He not only was a little bit argumentative, he also did not even want to take the research and the literature that I had printed for him. And that kind of settled it, of him saying, you're wrong, this is a Canadian site with Canadian medicine, it's fine, I send lots of people there, I don't know what to tell you. And I said, well, I don't know what to tell you other than you're no longer my doctor. So I left feeling incredibly frustrated, and I still am frustrated by it. I was frustrated because I felt that he broke his oath to do no harm. I was frustrated because I really felt that he was, just so dismissive about learning new information, which was really concerning. And I also felt frustrated because I had doubted myself in the process and had been so sick that I was missing work at a new job, and I had all these life complications from this that couldn't be solved other than just this medication that my doctor had given me. So really since that point, I've teamed with Libby and tried to become an advocate for this and understanding, we don't know where our medicines are coming from when they're not regulated, and that it just is really concerning. And if I was duped, right, I would consider myself a fairly educated person with a master's degree, and that we come from a family of healthcare professionals. If I was duped, what's to say that any of you or your families aren't going to be duped? And it's just really concerning. So, thanks.